Hello, this is Denise Lee's web-based project for Management 4618, Section 01. The program that I'm going to teach you how to use is called Sweet Home 3D, which is a free interior design application that helps you place your furniture on a house 2D plan with a 3D preview. We first open the application. As you can see, there are various folders that are titled with rooms that you can click on. The folders contain furniture where you can use to design your room's interior. I will now show you how to make a bedroom as an example. You can make various rooms such as bathrooms, living rooms, or kitchens. First, we have to make a floor. That's where we click Plan and Create Rooms. Here we see a tip that pops up that explains the various ways of how to use this function. We will click OK, and what we will do now is make a standard square for the room. Depending on how big your room would be, there are measurements within the program as well. First, we click on the grid and drag a line. As you can see, there are length and angles of the line. When you are done with your first line, click on the mouse. Then, continue to make a square. As you can see, you can make your room not only a square, but in any shape you want. It can be a V shape, it could be just a normal rectangle. So to finish this off, we would have to double click this, and there we have our floor plan. Once you are done with the floor plan, I highly suggest that you change the color of the floor if you want. To do so, we click Plan again and Modify Rooms. As you can see here, there's a name area where we can name it bedroom. There are floors and ceilings, and for now we would want to display the ceiling for the 3D effect when we look into the room in the video. There are various colors that you can actually make your floor into, but for now I'm going to keep it white, and the ceiling we will keep it white as well. And you can make it either matte or shiny or either way you want. For now, I will make the floor shiny. So, okay. Now that we are done with our plan floor, we will close everything off with walls. So we would click Plan again and click Create Walls. And here is another tip that pops up that you can read, but we will use a standard easier way to make the walls. What we do is, like the floor, we click on it and drag. As you can see in the 3D area below the grid, walls are showing up for the room. So we'll just follow this rectangle, I suppose. And to finish off the walls, we would double click again. And there we have a standard room. And now you can see right here that we have our 3D effect of the room. We can see how it looks like, 360 view. And like the floor plan, I highly suggest that you would change the color once you make the walls. So we go to Plan and we go to Modify Walls. For the left side and the colors, or the right side, I would both use colors, and I will make it blue or whatever color you want. So after that, we would click OK, and there we have a room with a floor, and it's blue. So now we will design the interior of the room. We can put anything you want in it. So for now, if we're doing a, let's say, bedroom, we would use a single bed And when you hover over it, you can see how the bed looks like. The single bed would look like that. A crib would look like that. So I'm going to add a single bed, which apparently is too big for my room right now. Oh, there we go. Rotate it this way. There we go. Now we have our tiny little room. So, since it's a really small room, we can add various things such as doors and windows, or even lights, anything you really want in your room. So right now I will put a door. There are various doors as well. There are double French doors where you can use in your living room, or maybe even 5 pans window, which you can use in your kitchen. But since it's a small standard room, I will just use a double window that will be dragged, and we can put it right by the bed, right here. And as you can see right here, the window does pop up. And if you want to change the color of the bed or even the windows, you would right click it and click Modify Furniture. We can even change the texture of the window, which shows beige tiles or dark blue tiles, anything you really want. I would tend to use the tiles for the kitchens, because who would want tiles for a bedroom? But that's just my opinion. We can try cloudy skies, and you can see on the corner of the rooms there are cloudy sky windows. So with any little room, we would have to add a door. So if I want to add just a normal door, we can just drag it and put it in the corner. And there we have our room right here, or our door right there. We can even add a lamp within the room. So we can go to lightings and maybe add a floor upright window. And as you can see, around these areas, there are degrees of where you want to put these objects. So there we have it, a standard little room that we can use. What you would do right now is right-click. If you don't want your, plan to move around, we would right-click it and we click Lock Base. So now you can't move around your room at all, like what I did earlier. Connecting to the bedroom, we can actually make another room where we would do the same things, such as create rooms. Click OK. So I'll make a living room right now that connects into the bedroom. We can make the living room a little longer. And there we go. We have a plan for the living room, as you can see right here. A very small living room. So once again, I would plan and click walls to create walls for the living room. You can just right here. So there we go. Now we have a connecting wall, and we can modify the walls and change the color of it, which I will use another blue to make it more unison. Okay, so here's our really blue room. Here's our living room. We can decorate it with the living room furnitures. We can add an aquarium. think we should lock the base so the room does not move around often. And we can see the aquarium right there. So depending on how you want to design your room, which obviously I'm not doing a really good job of right now, but it works. You can give it a piano, a sofa, and if the colors you feel are not to your liking, we can always change it by right-clicking it and modify the furniture. You can change the color of it to maybe black, and there's our black furniture. Or even the aquarium, we can modify that to another color. So you can click OK. So if you don't really like what you've dragged into your design, you can always delete it. Say if I added a random stool in the middle of the room. Now I don't really like that, so what I'll do is just do right click, undo add. Or even on your keyboard you can click delete. So now I have shown you how to make 2 rooms. I'm actually going to stop this recording and make a next recording for how to finish off with your room and how to post it online or make a picture of it, which will take a while to render. But there's your 3D room. Oh, and if you want to view it in another way besides the 3D room, we can click 3D view and virtual visit, where you can go into the rooms and see how it looks like. And right now you can see the clouds looking panel thing on my windows. I would prefer not to use this option because it kind of makes me dizzy. But if you want to look into in the other room, we can just, here's the camera right here, and we can just move it to here and rotate it if you want. And there's my living room. So we can just add another small window here, door. So for my next video, I will teach you guys how to make it into a photograph rather than just leaving it like this.